Hello everybody and welcome back to another crypto video. Today I want to start the video out with something funny, and it was this tweet from XRP. He says, longing XRP here, target $5, stop loss, divorce payments. And since I had a little bit of a giggle, I thought a couple of you guys might as well. So if you guys are enjoying the daily crypto news, make sure you support the channel by pressing the like button and subscribing. And the question of today is, what coin could you never sell? Is there a coin you would never sell? Will you hold on forever to a certain coin, or what's your plans? What's your craziest plan with a coin? Let me know in the comment section down below one of those things, because I'm really interested in seeing you guys' opinion on that. All right. Also, before we get any further, make sure you stop by my Twitter and go follow it, because, I sometimes post a couple of cool things on here, and I think it is worth it. Now, a lot of you guys are subscribed for my crypto news and XRP and other different currencies, but I want to make it a little bit more special. And what I'm going to try to do is also sometimes include a couple of Dutch articles that a lot of people would never even press or think about, because I think it gives me another edge of insight because I can read multiple languages. So one of the cool things I saw on this website, which I didn't read anywhere else just quite yet, I think there's a possibility if I look it up, but here's where I found it. It says the Google algorithm, let's see here. New Google algorithm censors Bitcoin 4 days before the halving. So yes, they're saying the Google algorithm is being updated this month, and a lot of YouTubers and news outlets who are making content about Bitcoin and other cryptos are noticing those consequences. The changes in the searching algorithm didn't only have effect on the search engine, but also on different channels of Google. And one of those channels is, of course, YouTube. So, for example, YouTuber Christopher Jasinski said against Forbes, "This is really kind of known already. And since Google is the owner of YouTube, it will also go through YouTube, which is, dependent on a lot of Google traffic to Bitcoin YouTubers." So basically saying, since Google is having a little bit of these censoring issues, then YouTubers on crypto will also definitely notice it, because a lot of, views come from people looking it up on Google. All big Bitcoin YouTubers, including their own websites' crypto channel, have gotten a shadow ban, is at least what they've said. I don't necessarily know it is true, but here they're stating, okay, at least Jasinski says that he noticed in June and December of 2019 as well that that they couldn't upload their technical videos or their analysis videos, and a shadow ban or stealthy type of scenario is what they got. I personally don't really notice it, and I don't necessarily know if it's completely true, if they really are shadow banning people. Because if you're talking about Instagram, I definitely know what a shadow ban would look like, and Instagram says it's false, it's not true, but I definitely understand that it is true. It's definitely a thing that's out there. However, on YouTube, I've not really seen it. One of the things they might be mentioning is that their Google searches is going down. But I don't necessarily know exactly how they can really notice they've gotten shadow banned on YouTube. There's a lot of insights you can see, and for me, for the most part, it's not really gotten worse. It's only gotten kind of better. The monetization, by the way, it's gone down ridiculously much. Like, I think it's gone down by half, I think, over the last month or so, because, of course, advertisements are not doing as good anymore. And a lot of people are sometimes claiming, yeah, it's really good to make these videos or something like that. But trust me, guys, it's not worthy of a job. The money you earn with it is peanuts in comparison to the work that you put in. But it is, I guess, cool to kind of have in the back of your head. That's just a little bit of a fun fact. Maybe some guys make a lot of money off of it. Maybe I'm doing it completely wrong. Could definitely be so. But this is interesting that I found, which could be, a little bit of a lead up to something else, that maybe Google doesn't like people, thinking about all of this type of stuff. It could definitely be the way. You Today, which is another website we often view, has also said that they gotten a really big reduction in traffic. And Carl Runefeld of the crypto or YouTube channel The Moon said that some websites are also, having some issues with it all. I personally, again, have not seen it, but I might have to look into it a little bit further later on. Then a quick VeChain thingy before we get over into more, general crypto news. If you are into crypto, do some research on VeChain, you won't regret. And actually, like a week ago or so, I told you guys about VeChain, right? I explained to you guys a little bit of the core of what VeChain was about. P.S. If you're VVM, like and retweet this to get trending so that more potential investors will read this and also see how big the VeChain community actually is. That comes from Mooncaller. Personally, don't really know him, but I guess it's kind of interesting. All right. Ivan on Tech just posted on Twitter, Bitcoin retail FOMO is here. 1. Google trends are going exponential. And that's actually really interesting again in contrast to the article we saw just now, because the Google trends are going really, really high. And I believe as well that a lot of people are looking it up right as we speak right now. You know, a lot of people are really trying to get themselves involved as a lot of stimulus checks are getting in, and also a lot of, I guess, uncertainty is around the corner. But then they're also trying to censor it a little bit, and I just find it really interesting. 2. Square reports record Bitcoin activity. And 3. Local Bitcoin activity skyrocketing globally. We can literally go to a new all-time high way before most people realize. And that actually comes as a reply to the Cointelegraph tweet, which reads, Square's Cash App reports record revenues from Bitcoin as well as quarterly growth on there. All right. 50% of Bitcoin mined in Q1 of 2020 bought by 2 investment companies. Recent data shows that 2 major companies have bought half of the Bitcoin mined so far this year for their institutional and retail customers. Grayscale, Cash App grabbing Bitcoin, major VC investor is buying a lot of Bitcoin. Alistair Milne said on Twitter, so what happens in less than 5 days if 2 entities are already buying 52% of all the Bitcoin mined? We can see it right in there. Cash App and Grayscale consumed over 50% of all new issuance in Q1. Take a bow, hold American. We assume most of the Cash App action is you. #Bitcoin. And the editor-in-chief of Matrice Bent has reported similar information. He says even more people are stacking sats on the Cash App, which in my opinion is quite a good thing. I mean, Cash App, a lot of normal people are using it, right? So if they can buy it then, I think that's pretty good. Earlier, You Today, which is this website, which we also referred to in this article, reported that Wall Street may be holding up for 5% of all circulating Bitcoin. That's about 900,000 of it all. A couple of big guys in the space also have said that they're buying some crypto. Co-founder of Morgan Creek Digital, John A. Williams, has taken to Twitter yesterday to say, I'm buying a lot of Bitcoin right now. And Adem Bambo on Twitter said, how much is a lot? And Williams said, nice house. So I'm kind of wondering, a nice house worth a Bitcoin? Or, you know, I guess it also depends. What's a nice house? You know, is it $100,000? Is it $450,000? Is it $700,000? Is it $5.4 million? Like, what is a nice house to somebody? It's really kind of interesting because, of course, he's already one of the co-founders of Morgan and Creek. So I'm assuming he has a little bit of money, you know. That's what I'm like. Maybe a nice house to him is like $5 million, and to us it's like $300,000. Okay. Warm up. History shows Bitcoin may see epic rally after 150% gain. Bitcoin price is preparing for a powerful midterm rally and a new Bitcoin price cycle according to historical market data and previous halving events. Well, I want to kind of keep it at that. I don't like discussing this type of stuff just because it's so stupid to a certain degree. Like, we don't really know if any of these scenarios will roll out, and it's just a little bit of history might repeat itself type of scenario. But we've discussed all of those already, I believe. All of this we have discussed before in videos. All of the potential Bitcoin halving scenarios we've elaborately explained, and thus I don't really think there's anything new we can explore with these things. It's just a little bit of a rerun over and over and over again, but still, nobody really knows what's going to be happening during the halving here, and I think we should just wait it off and see. Bitcoin hits $9.4 thousand on halving FOMO, but Morgan Stanley stunning warning threatens rally. Bitcoin closed above $9,400. It says here 94,000 on traders' fear of missing out sentiment over halving. But Morgan Stanley's risk management head warned that FOMO is not a good sign, and the Federal recommends investors and traders to make a more defensive portfolio as the extent of the market damage remains unknown. So yeah, it's not a good sign, definitely not. The fear of missing out, or another term for the traditionally has been greed, right? It is definitely playing a role in the current market, the veteran explained to CNBC. And I would also agree with that. Just be careful a little bit that you don't get caught up in all of this, as it's one of the most awful things you can get caught up in. CZ and Charles Hoskinson take down serial Bitcoin naysayer Peter Schiff. Binance CEO and Ethereum co-founder and Cardano co-founder and Ethereum Classic co-founder Charles Hoskinson has taken gold bug Peter Schiff to task for his professionalized Bitcoin criticism. Binance CEO, CZ, and Ethereum have been taking gold bug to his naysaying. On May 6th, CZ, better known as CZ, responded to Schiff's online admission that he likes to rile up folk in the crypto space, quipping that he, Schiff, tweets more Bitcoin than gold, and his commenters / followers are all Bitcoin people. He's the sheep in wolves' skin. Sheep and libertarian economist and broker-dealer who made a name for himself as a vocal public advocate of gold, has in recent years devoted significant airspace to criticizing Bitcoin. I mean, that's what he does half of the time, right? And in his admission yesterday, he wrote that once Bitcoin ostensibly collapses, his crypto adversarial stance will be obsolete. To quote, "So I need to make hay while the sun shines, as it won't shine for long." Picking up on CZ's thread, Hoskinson, who went on to found the altcoin Cardano as well, after his early work at Ethereum, responded, "I've known him, Schiff, since 2007. Dr. Doom has the same old pattern. The sky is falling, the economy is doomed, only gold can save us, everything else is a scam. Bitcoin is bad because reasons X, Y, and Z. Same pitch for over a decade, and it will most likely keep going on for the next couple of decades as well, saying we're almost at the end. It's almost going to be falling. I mean, crypto is now at a spot where, there's no room to grow anymore. People are now FOMOing in, which is really bad, and that's going to make it fall. And yet again, it hasn't happened. Why do investors still stand by Bitcoin in 2020? Well, I want to give you guys a little bit of my personal opinion on that. I believe a lot of people are into Bitcoin because it's a huge opportunity to gain a lot of money pretty quickly. So what I'd like to say about that is Bitcoin offers a chance to a lot of, I guess, normal guys, like for example, you and I, normal guys who haven't received a lot of money from anywhere, just normal, maybe working class people. It offers a really interesting and simple opportunity to just invest without that much of a prior knowledge needed, and to possibly make it very, very big. And I think that's one of the reasons why people are really, really sticking with Bitcoin, at least for a lot of the normal working people. And I believe that why Bitcoin over other altcoins is basically because it's already been known for a very long time. It's kind of promised to be the most stable coin out of all, or at least the best store of value for a coin that has a lot of potential to go up still. So I'm not talking about a stable coin because that will always stay the same and you'll not make money using that. I'm talking about a coin that will stay stable or go up a little bit. Like the highest chances with Bitcoin to have at least the least bumpy ride out of all the altcoins. And why that is also is because there's already so much money in it. It's harder to manipulate. More people know about this, more people feel it, and even though it's not the best thing, that's what a lot of companies, right? The biggest known company is not necessarily the best company in terms of quality or really use. It's just the most known or the most used, right? And I don't have a good example for a lot of you right now. Maybe it's with a couple of these fast food stores. Like, even though there could be a local shop which is cheaper and a lot healthier, you're gonna go for the big one because you know it better. And I'm not talking about something that you really like the taste of. I'm just talking about, well, you don't necessarily like it too much, but it's just like everybody goes there. It's just kind of usual. I think the same kind of rule applies a little bit to Bitcoin. Many people are seeing this as the standard. And it's going to take a very, very long time for that all to change because, again, we've associated with a store of value. It's got a 70-ish% dominance, and thus crypto is really based around Bitcoin for right now. And it's going to take another big bull run for this dominance to fall significantly. And I think when it's at like below 30%, we're starting to see a lot of this this talk, what I'm just giving you guys now, kind of shift away. And once Bitcoin dominance get under 10%, I believe that the whole Bitcoin as a godly tier crypto will vanish piece by piece. But again, that's all for another day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe. I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Hopefully, again, you all enjoyed it and checked out my Twitter and my second channel. See you guys again in another